Hello and welcome to the Lakeshore Academy. My name is Tina and I'm here to do a review today for Brandy Hart, if I'm saying her name correctly, H-A-R-T. She wanted me to do a review for the new Sarah Brown's book, Literature and Poetry, Language Arts Curriculum Level B. Brandy, I absolutely love this book for several different reasons, and I'm going to try to make this video not that long. So, let me get right on into it. First of all, I just want to give you a try to show you this book as briefly as possible, because sometimes my camera is backwards. So, I want to just give you a brief, let you see it a little bit. Then I'm going to talk through what I like about this book. Okay, what I absolutely love about this book. If you're looking for a curriculum that is different, but that focus on language, arts, literature, and poetry, this is the book for you. If you're looking for a new way to teach your child grammar and literature that you do not have to use any other book as your main foundation but this and build upon it, this is for you. If you want your child to be able to be immersed in and develop a love for literature and poetry, this is the book for you. That was a lot. But now let me tell you why I feel that way. Sarah Brown has did an awesome job in this book. I want to give you a clap because it's just that great. Okay, first of all, these are the different things that you're going to be doing in this book. However, let me go ahead and just show you The Little Thief in the Pantry. The literature part of this book is awesome along with the poetry. I love the way, although the font is smaller, I want to let everybody know the font is smaller, but it's still in the dyslexic font, so your child will be able to see and understand and read it very well. I like this because your child's going to be exposed to literature and stuff, but they're not, if you have a child that's turned off by seeing books that's super duper thick, and they get overwhelmed because they have a real hard problem reading, this right here would not be overwhelming for the child, because the way it's delivered is very, very child friendly with how it's delivered. And I love the way at the end of the story, so at the end of that first story, it asks your child to copy their favorite part of the story right here. And then it says on the other page, it says, what was the main point of this story? So this is teaching your child the skill of differentiating details, supporting details from the main idea, because of course we always have a main idea of whatever we're reading or whatever we're doing, the whole gist of what we're doing. So this book is helping your child to develop that skill, which is very important. Also, it tells the child to illustrate the story from their perspective, which I like, and to draw your favorite character. So whatever character that they like in the literature or the story, they can actually draw their favorite character. Again, after they do the literature, then they have a poem dealing with poetry. So some of the authors, they do have the name of them. Some of the authors is unknown. But then the next poem is called A Serious Question. What I love about this is that in hindsight, you might not see how much wealth of knowledge this has. But when you really look at it deeply, you'll see what I'm talking about. Why I say that you can actually use this book as your main foundation and then build upon it. Because look at all of the punctuations. Like you see the dashes, you see the commas, the semicolons, you see past tense words, present tense words, plurals. So it's so much that you can go through it, like quotation marks. You can actually go through and say, after you read the poem, well, why does this poem have a dash in between all walking? So what is the significance of that? Do you supposed to pause when you read it? Do you supposed to keep going? Do you supposed to connect the word? What do you supposed to do when you see this in reading? What are you supposed to do when you see a semicolon? What are you supposed to do when you see a comma? What does it mean when you see quotation marks around a sentence? What does it mean when you see an apostrophe S at the end of a word? Like, for example, here where it says kittens. Why is that? Why didn't they just put an S there? Why did they put the quotation, the comma? So it's so much that you can do with this book. And I really like how with the poetry aspect of it, although it says copy your favorite part of the poem, it says list your favorite words from the poem. So hint, them could be your vocabulary words for the week or 2 weeks or however long you do your vocabulary words. Because they're actually picking their favorite words. Or you can actually have them make a poem up with those words if you want. There's so many things you can do with it. Then it asks you to illustrate the poem. And what I like about this with the poetry aspect of it, it asks you, how does this poem make you feel? So here, this is helping your child to develop expressive speech, how they feel about the particular poem. Did it make them feel happy? Did it make them feel sad? Why they feel that way? So it's opening up those classical conversations with your child. And I really think that was good how she did that with the poems. A little twist with the poems. It's a little different with the literature part. And let's see, another cool thing that she does in this book. She has where they read a part and then they have to fill in word in the blank. Top part, and then you fill in the bottom part. So actually it's teaching them how to spell as well. So I just love this book. And also it follows the same kind of thing throughout the book, but she even introducing the children to exclamation marks and letting your children know the difference between when you see an exclamation mark at the end of the sentence. How are you supposed to say that? Do you supposed to talk in a low voice? It's a fire. Or do you supposed to have emphasis? It's a fire. So this book is so awesome because it just exposes your children to all the punctuations. It exposes your child to idioms. It can expose your child to conjunctions. It exposes your child to contractions. Why does it says I apostrophe IL? Because it's for I will. So it's just so many different things that you can do with this poem. And I personally going to have my children read the poems and recite them just as a little project and see can they express the poem the way it's written by determining by the exclamation mark, comma, semicolons, expressive speech, or whatever like that, which I think would be super duper cool. I might even record them doing it so they can look back on it later on. This book is so awesome. So if you was thinking about should you get this book or not, this is indeed one of the books that you want to have in your homeschool curriculum, even if you don't use this book exclusively just as your sole language arts book. You can actually use this to supplement whatever language arts you're doing. But you can use this inclusively, which I am, and I'm just going to build on this particular journal that she has. I'm going to build on it. But this is going to be the foundation for what I'm building my lessons on because I just like it so much. And at the end of this book, just as in level A, it has a part where you write your own stories and poems in this book. So, and it has my story, my illustration, my poem, my illustration. So, if you was wondering about whether or not you should get level B, I think you will absolutely love it because you can do so many different things with the book than just read it and do the little activity that she has. You can build on it. This book can take you through the whole school year if you know how to do it well. I mean, with all the different, you can have a lesson on the semicolons, have a lesson on the commas, abbreviations, idioms, quotations. The list go on and on. You can just build on this and do so much. So Sarah Brown, hats off to you. You did an excellent job. You and everyone who helped you with these two awesome journals. You did an excellent job. I really love this, and I can't wait to see what level C is. So again, this is Tina from Lakeshore Academy. I hope that this review help you all in some way. Of course, you don't have to do what I'm doing with the books. I just want to give you some ideas, some little tidbits on I how I am planning on using the books, but I just do this to get your imagination and your creative juices flowing. So, because sometimes when you hear somebody else's ideas, it'll help you to like, hey, oh yeah, I like what she's doing, but I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna spin it, and I'm gonna do it this way. So that's why I'm here to give you fresh new ideas on how to use Sarah Brown's awesome journals and curriculum. So again, this is me, Tina from Lakeshore Academy. Have a nice day. Bye.